Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Emral Rabani from English Education Program Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia. In this presentation, I will talk about the scaffolding that was used by the lecturer in the webinar English for Young Learners, Improve Your English Through Stories, and the way how the lecturer of the webinar promote the learning autonomy and the critical literacy to the students or participants of the seminar. Okay, so first of all, because the webinar was not conducted face to face, the seminar was conducted online. And in order to conduct the online seminar, the lecturer used Zoom as a substitute for the classroom. All right. Now let's look at the first scaffolding method that the lecturer used in the webinar. All right. So the first scaffolding method that the teacher used in the webinar is by giving the students an audio file of some animals such as dog, bird, cat, and then ask the participants what is the animal that produces the sound that is being played on the audio. When the lecturer asks what animal sound is being played, the lecturer also gives some suggestion or some possible answer by mentioning some animal names, and then she do an TPR or total physical response. In this TPR, the lecturer will mimic the animal behavior, and then she will mention the name of the animal. The participants are not following the lecturer TPR in this session, as they only need to answer what animal that is producing the sound. This, in my opinion, is a good scaffolding method because to be used in the language classroom for children, because by playing the sound of the animal and then explain what animal is it, the children will have an idea about what animal is it, and in English, as they already know what the sound of the animal and what is the animal that play the sound before the teacher explain it. The effectiveness of this method is supported by Bruno theory of intellectual development, as based from my observation. The children on the webinar is older than 7 years old, which according to Bruno theory of intellectual development, they are ready for auditory learning. Alright, moving on. The second scaffolding method that was used in the seminar was storytelling. But before the lecturer starts the storytelling session, the teacher gives three pictures: a dog, a man, and a girl, which the students need to find in the story. The lecturer tells the students to raise their hand when they found the characters that was mentioned before. During the storytelling session, the lecturer used English to deliver story, but the lecturer also sometimes using bahasa Indonesia when she need to explain some word that the children is not familiar with. Here is the example of when the lecturer is using bahasa Indonesia to explain something. All right. As you can see, the lecturer is using bahasa when explaining some words in the picture that the children might not be familiar with. In my opinion, this is a good strategy to teach English to young learners. Uh, as when the lecturer no pet, as the lecturer says, no pet, tidak boleh ada hewan peliharaan. The students will use their brains and logic to draw conclusion that no pets mean tidak boleh ada hewan peliharaan in English. And this is based on Piaget's theory of four stages of cognitive development, mainly the concrete operational stage, where in this stage, the children is now able to discover logic and develop concrete cognitive operation to help them draw conclusion. In this case, the student can conclude that no pets allowed means tidak boleh ada hewan peliharaan. After the lecturer says the meaning of the word in the picture. The effectiveness of the strategy is also in line with Vygotsky proximal development zone theory, where the children require a more knowledgeable others to help them learn something. In this case, the student doesn't know what no pets allowed means in the picture. If the lecturer didn't point out that no pets allowed mean tidak boleh ada dilarang ada hewan peliharaan, the students might think that the words in the picture just has no particular meaning. But because the lecturer points out that as the more knowledgeable other point out that no pets mean dilarang ada hewan peliharaan, now the students know the meaning. Alright. And during the storytelling session, the lecturer also sometimes use TPR when explaining something. But unlike the first TPR, the lecturer in the TPR, the lecturer now also ask the students to mimic the teacher TPR. Here is the example. Right. Uh, in my opinion, this is an improvement in TPR. This is an improvement TPR because there is progress in the scaffolding that is happening in the lecture. As at the first, the output of the lecture is mostly done just by the lecturer. But as the time goes on, the output of the student also improve. So in this session, the output is still mostly done by the lecturer, as the students only needs to follow the teacher TPR. All right, moving on. The next session is the quiz session. In this session, the lecturer used quizzes website as the media that is used for this session. In this session, the students need to answer the question on the quiz by themselves without the lecturer help. In this session, the output is dominated by the student as now the lecturer is only act as observer. This session, in my opinion, promote learning autonomy as the students need to do everything by themselves in this session. All right. Now that we have talked about the scaffolding method that is available in the seminar, now we will talk about the critical literacy that is promoted in the lecture. All right. During the storytelling session, the lecturer sometimes explains the character traits of some character in the story. Here is the example. All right. Uh, by explaining the character trait of the character in the story, The students' brains will analyze the characters and give them perspective about who is good and who is bad in the story. And in my opinion, this is promoting critical literacy. It might be sound so simple for us, for as an adult, as a grown up, but for children at their age and level, this will make them need to think and also give them perspective, which, in my opinion, is a good way to promote critical literacy for children at their age and level. Alright, that's all from me. Thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.